6 days. That's how long it took Leopold Aschenbrenner to go from margin called to making his next bet. On August 5th, his hedge fund, the one that nearly collapsed from $45 billion to 10, wired $400 million into a private company most of Wall Street has never heard of. If you don't know the backstory, situational awareness was the fastest rising hedge fund in history, up over 1,000% since 2024. Then, in 1 week of July, it lost $35 billion to a margin call so severe that banks nearly liquidated it entirely. We covered exactly how that happened in our last video, the fastest rise and fall in hedge fund history. This is what happened next. In a letter to investors the following Friday, Aschenbrenner didn't apologize for the leverage. He wrote, "I will make it my mission to ensure that we learn the necessary lessons from this experience. Lessons, not regret." And 5 days later, he proved exactly what those lessons taught him. Not to stop betting big, to bet differently. The $400 million wire wasn't his first move into this company. He'd already put in $100 million back in July, before the crash even happened. That brings his total position to $500 million in a single, private Sequoia-backed company whose name still hasn't been made public. And the people who backed him in round one haven't walked away. Green Oak's Neil Mehta, XN's Gaurav Kapadia, Tiger Global's Feroz Diwan, D1 Capital's Dan Sundheim. Some of the most respected names in venture and hedge fund investing are still in Aschenbrenner's cap table, after watching him lose $35 billion in a single month. He's not just being watched by billionaires. More than 5,000 retail investors track his trades in real time, copying his moves position by position. When situational awareness buys, thousands of ordinary portfolios buy right along with it, including now this $400 million bet on a company nobody can even name yet. Aschenbrenner's own capital is still substantially inside the fund. That's either the strongest possible signal of conviction or the same all-in instinct that turned a 4 times leveraged bet into the fastest hedge fund collapse in history. The lesson from Archegos in 2021 wasn't that leverage is always wrong. It's that the market doesn't care how right you were the first time. 6 days after nearly losing everything, he's already all in again. Whether that's the comeback of the decade or the sequel to a collapse, the market will decide the way it always does, fast and without warning. If you haven't seen how his fund collapsed in the first place, that video's linked below. And if you want to know what's actually moving the markets before it hits your portfolio, subscribe.